quite literally, the reason why I love The Walking Dead as something to do, I hadn't watched it because I'm a scaredy cat, and I watched it to rehearse my auditioning and what's the tone of this show, and I just loved it. It wasn't a genre TV show to me at all, and I was totally taken. I loved the actors. I was like, how many of these guys are from theater? Like, there was just something about how they were working that just felt so rich and like egoless and just really connected to telling the story well. And that's like, I was like, I want to hang in that. Like, that's somewhere I'd want to hang and want to do all that. You know, I want to do all that. And it looked all gritty and, you know, intense, and you know, people were doing crazy stuff and getting really grimy and disgusting and dirty and, you know, living on the edge. I was like, yes, I just wanted it. And then the other side of it was, the character, she was in the comic book, so I had an idea of her.
Right.
And I could see that she was very interesting and very complex, and like nothing I'd ever seen. As a writer, I was like, I would never have thought of this chick, like, you know, dreadlocks and a sword and, you know, self-made army. But this one of my plays was about women in the army, I mean, in rebel armies, rather.
Right, Eclipsed.
Right, in West Africa. And I'd done a lot of research there, and I was like, wow, it's kind of like she's kind of like those women. So to me, how I related to the Walking Dead world was how it felt like a war zone to me. It felt like how, you know, when I learned about what happened in Liberia, when I went there, you see the devastation of war. You see literally how institutions and structures and social norm, everything just goes out the window. And it's just like everybody is on a whole different level of survival.